Let's go to this one. If we're wanting to say, well, in terms of working with my clients, if I'm working in a private practice, and I have lots of different people coming in that I'm seeing with alcohol or drug problems, sort of within my caseload, which are those that I may need to think of in terms of this larger recovery management agenda, as opposed to the idea that I take care of anxiety and depression and other things that these other problems will kind of spontaneously remit. And here's part of it. The second I talk about low age of onset, what can I predict? This is the most historically significant drug trend of the 20th century. Lowered age of regular onset of unsupervised alcohol and other drug use by teens and preteens is the most clinically and socially significant because of this. The lower that age, the greater for the risk of an adult substance use disorder. Number two, the speed of problem development. What do we call it? Call it telescoping, meaning what? Those old classic progression charts that we used to say when the alcoholic begins drinking at 19 or 20. But I got a kid that's 9, 10, or 11 at onset. What can they look like? Can I have a kid physiologically in the latest stages of alcoholism at 17? Because what? If use began, now when use begins at 18, you got a while. I mean, an adult body can take a lot of punishment, but not a 9-year-old body. We're going to dramatically escalate problem severity and speed. Problem complexity, the lower the age of onset, what do I do to the risk of a co-occurring psychiatric problem as part of that? Extremely high. Treatment prognosis. Could I predict treatment prognosis simply based on age of onset in an adolescent treatment program? The earlier the age of onset, the higher the risk of post-treatment relapse. Because it's also a marker for inadequate family supervision and family support and a whole bunch of other things. Duration of addiction career, yeah, predicts long. What about mortality? We've actually got studies. We can predict which adolescents at 18 are most likely to kill you in a DUI-related crash based simply on age of onset. The lower the age of onset, what? Not only the higher the problem severity, but what about risk-taking, impulsivity, impaired judgment? And I combine all of those, and I have somebody that poses significant threats to public safety as an 18-year-old in an automobile. Let's do a couple of others here.